Off you go.
There we go. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Alfreton Town watch along. Today back at home, back to league action as we take on Hereford. We were, well, I say back to league action, hopefully. We were hoping to have a FA Cup break before this game, but unfortunately that game could not go ahead and has since been reversed. So Alfreton, instead of travelling to Biggleswade, will be hosting them on Tuesday this week. But for now, we are focusing on Alfreton hosting Hereford in the National League North. Two teams not separated by much in the league, finished closely last season. What are we thinking today?
Well, just want to look back quickly, back at home, back in the league, and back in the hats.
Back in the hats.
It's October now, it's hat season. The Alfreton hats are back out. We've got them on, we're repping today.
Absolutely.
We're repping the hats. But yeah, I'm excited because Hereford away last season, the last time we played them, 3-3. That was a great game. I remember you weren't there. Surprise, surprise, away game, no Vaughn. But yeah, me with Q, we made it as the players were walking out. We got into the little place where we meant to be sat as the players were walking out. It was a bit of a rush, but we got there. The stream starts and we're frantically still setting things up as I'm reading out the team sheet. But that was a great game. I think it was what we went 1-0 down, and I thought we were going to get pummeled, to be totally honest, the way Hereford came out to play that day. And the next thing I knew, we were 3-1 up and we looked comfortable. And then Hereford scored with about 10-15 minutes to go to make it rocky, and then the goalkeeper bringing down a beauty, laying it off for the fullback who rocketed in just as good a finish as the touch from the goalkeeper to have us drop those 2 points and leave with a draw. But I would have taken that before the game, to be fair, anyway. But that was a game with goals, excitement. And Billy Fuster scored a cracking goal and pulled out this celebration that was give us a couple of giggles up in the stands. So hopefully we have goals again today.
More of the same, we can hope. Obviously 5 minutes until kick-off now. Do we want to get our score predictions out of the way early doors before we forget?
Early doors, yeah. I usually have to loop you onto it, don't I?
You do. You normally have
score
to remind me.
For me, I'm going to go with a 2-1. A 2-1 to Alfreton. Yeah, I think we beat them 3-1 at home last year.
Yes.
The Impact Arena is a formidable fortress for away teams. I think we're 10 unbeaten, 5th in the league. I've got to predict a win. I'd predict a win if we were 15 without a win, to be honest. But I'm still going to predict a win. Yeah, a 2-1 win today for me. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking along the same lines, to be honest. I think I'd go for... I'll back a clean sheet and I'll say 2-0. I think Liam was telling me before, if we avoid defeat today, it's 20 unbeaten at home in all competitions.
Wow.
Which is quite the run at the Impact. Obviously, as you mentioned, a tough place. People don't really want to come here.
Yeah, it's a great accomplishment for Billy to make this place so difficult to come on. But that is the Alfreton story. We are a difficult team to play. People, I mean, we talked about the Bulls blog last year where they were called George Willis the Pele of time wasted, and the title of the
high
preview
praise
was "Oh boy, it's Alfreton," and they had a just as sarcastic kind of dig at us in this one. Not as blatant, but it was still a good laugh. What was it? They getting kicked under the table when you've got to play Alfreton. I think it was.
That's the one, yeah.
So obviously they know that we're a difficult team to play, and that's something Billy's accomplished over his tenure. He's been here a long time, and he's built a squad and built a kind of energy around the club that people don't want us. People don't want to play us. People don't like us. We are a bit of a bogey team for, especially like Kidderminster, who are a good team in this league, and people are expecting big things from them. For us to go to their place and beat them 1-0, that's a big accomplishment as well. But the players are ready to come out. Just before the players come out, I want to show a bit of appreciation, a shout out.
Go for it.
Shout out to the cameraman Bill, because the cakes today were
absolutely
spot on. Vaughn brought me one up while I was setting up the stream, and that was wow.
Life changing.
Yeah, it was great. So I see him down there with his camera. Just know, Bill, we are thinking of you up here, and we appreciate your baking abilities, because that was absolutely brilliant today. I can't wait to go home and rub it in my girlfriend's face.
No cakes on Tuesday, though, apparently. Allegedly. There may not be cakes on Tuesday.
Well, here come the teams. We'll read you the lineups.
There we go. So obviously Alfreton in their usual red. George Willis starting between the sticks. Josh Claxton, Nathan Newell, Max Hunt and Dwayne Wiley, the captain, rounding off the back line. We've got Adam Lund, Liam Waldock and George Cantrell in the midfield. And then on the wings, we've got Billy Fuster and Billy Whitehouse with David Moyo up through the middle. On the bench, number 9, Jake Day, number 5, Adam Anson, number 14, Jed Abbey, number 11, Lewis Salmon, and number 13, Jake Askew.
And for the visitors this afternoon, they have number 1, Aaron Chapman in goal, 3, and captain Lewis Hudson, 4, Tate Campbell, 5, Matt Preston, 6, Lawson Darth, 10, Andy Williams, 16, Akeem Rose, 17, Adam Rooney, 20, and former Red, Yusufu Cisse, 27, Sammy Robinson, 28, Kyle, is that Hawkins?
I'd go Hawkins, yeah.
That's what it says. Anyway, on the bench is 8, Alex Babos, who had a very good game against Alfreton away last year. 11, Che Till, 19, Aurora Teixeira, 23, Gomas Matsuasa, and 29, Ty Deacon. I'm really surprised with Babos and Teixeira being on the bench, because when we went to Hereford last year, I give Teixeira man of the match for both teams on the commentary, and then no more than 10 minutes later it come on the big speaker that he'd got man of the match.
Oh, there you go.
He was my guy. But I said I'm very surprised he was on the bench, because he was a level above. So if they've got someone better than him on the pitch today, we might have something to worry about, because I thought he was, just a step above when we played them at their place. He ran that game, but on the bench today, so maybe it's an injury, maybe it's a precautionary thing.
Perhaps. I mean, we've seen in their recent records falling out of the FA Cup after an away trip to Bishop Stortford 3-2 it ended, so I imagine there will have been some rotation after that game, but obviously back into the league now, and as you say, rotation can happen, could be injury related, but for now we're looking at the starting team. There's some names in there. Adam Rooney, obviously been at this level for a long time now, been at levels higher, still in the fold I think as a player coach, starting today. And obviously, as you mentioned, Yusufu Cisse, former Alfreton man, on the wing. He's a tricky player to deal with, sort of like, I could probably compare him to Jed Abbey, I'd say, on the wing. Obviously, he was here 2 or 3 years ago. I remember watching him. Yeah,
he set up the first one when we went to Hereford last year. He set up the first goal when Hereford took the lead, and it was a great kind of little move across the box and a tap in, but it was made by him. So yeah, Alfreton will know better than anyone what that man can do.
Well, we will see the teams are lining up. Alfreton will be shooting their usual right to left from our perspective in the first half. Hereford will be kicking us off imminently. We are at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big battle for Hereford as we get underway, mainly because this is such a hard place to come, we're such a hard team to play, and we've had such a big rest leading up to this game. With no game last Saturday, no game Tuesday night. They've had all that, so we are kind of 2 weeks fresh, but then there's a level of sharpness that has to be there. Yeah.
Well, I think it's an interesting sort of balance. Obviously, they've had the rest, having not played on Tuesday, obviously, after the failed trip to Biggleswade. Obviously now rearranged for next week, but I think the rest is valuable, but then equally, as you say, having not played for the week, Hereford could be the sharper of the two teams, but I imagine we'll come to see what the result of that is. Hereford winning their first corner of the game in the early stages. Looks as if Adam Rooney is heading over to take it on this far side. Now it's gone out for a throw. There we go, takes it into the box, doing his best to emulate Adam Lund. Dwayne Wiley gets it clear, and Billy Fuster makes sure there's no second bite of the cherry for the Bulls.
Hereford have definitely travelled in good numbers today. That stand behind the left goal, I don't know if today's segregated or not.
I think it might be.
It is, yeah. There's a fair few of them in that away stand. I say the left stand just in case it's not segregated, but it is an away stand today.
Yeah.
There will be no travelling to the other side of the ground for the Alfreton supporters.
No, that we do see quite often. So I suppose favours both teams really shooting towards their own fans in the second half. Normally what you want as a supporter. As Hereford come down this right-hand side through Akeem Rose, who tries it on his left foot. Tries to bend it into the far corner, but it is just wide of that left post.
Yeah.
Nothing for George Willis to worry about just yet.
The height and the power on that shot was great. He just didn't have the bend to find that far corner, but definitely a well-worked move.
To be a first chance for George Willis. He takes it quickly, goes out to his left-hand side for Nathan Newell, who's got time to set up the diagonal pass up towards Moyo. Does his best to keep it alive.
He must be trying to confuse Hereford supporters by playing short and quickly. Who is this George Willis?
A changed man.
It's a great ball.
Liam Waldock knocking it out wide for Billy Whitehouse. Sizes up his man and cuts inside. Puts it in on his left foot towards Waldock, but the header doesn't quite get enough on it. It was behind him. He's done his best to try and get something behind the ball, but it is in the hands of the goalkeeper, Aaron Chapman. Alfreton responding with some noise of their own.
Yeah, really well-worked movers by Liam Waldock there, getting the ball back to goal, just flicking it around the corner for Whitehouse, who probably should have delivered the ball quicker, but there wasn't too much wrong with what he did. He worked an angle, put the ball in the box, and Waldock headed it back across, but didn't come from anything. And as play resumes, Hereford with a free kick just inside the final third kind of area. Yeah,
sort of on the line. I think it was the number 27 for Hereford, Sammy Robinson, that went down under the challenge of Nathan Newell. Free kick given to Hereford. No card from the referee. But it will be the recipient of the foul, Sammy Robinson, to take the free kick by the looks of it. Chance to clip the ball into the back post. Seen some movement from Hereford, but no set piece being taken yet. There we go. He's tried to go low. Moyo gets that one clear. It's back into the box though. Headed away by Wiley. Waldock tries to hook it clear. Doesn't quite get underneath it. Wiley gets something extra on it. Cantrell making sure Hereford now back into their own half. Forced all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Waldock chasing high up the pitch as well. It's not something you usually see, kind of a one-man press from a Billy Heath team. He wants his team to stay deep. Let them have the ball back there, but Hereford played an extremely high line.
So Moyo taking up that pressing role as well as the ball goes back to the goalkeeper, whose clearance isn't ideal from a Hereford perspective, but they do get the ball down. George Cantrell now trying to nick it. Goes in heavily but maintains possession, and he's got Whitehouse to his right. Moyo arriving into the box. It's a cross from Whitehouse across the face of goal. Manages to evade everybody though. Billy Fewster picks it up on the left, trying to recycle possession. Adam Lund now. 1-2 with Fewster. Cuts inside. Might look to shoot. He does, but it is just over the bar. Sort of similar to the shot that we just saw from Akeem Rose at the other end of the pitch. Cutting inside onto his strong foot. Looking to find the far corner, but no problem for the Hereford goalkeeper there.
Yeah, a bit of fortune for Cantrell there. He kind of poked the ball through past one man, and he's going together, and two Hereford players go for the same ball and just collide, and Cantrell gets the opportunity to come out and spark that attack. I mean, on paper it's a great ball from Billy Whitehouse, but he's got to get his head up there and see Moyo's just trailing a couple of yards.
I was going to say,
he's
Moyo
just blindly put the ball across the face of goal, and there was no one there to really attack it.
I think we might be identifying early here the one-man press that we're seeing on the goalkeeper whenever Aaron Chapman is in possession. I don't want to jinx it, but the few times he has gotten the ball back from his defender, his distribution hasn't looked fantastic, and an example of that just then is he sort of shanked a pass into his midfield and forced him to try and deal with it. It's gone out for an Alfreton throw, which is something that you never want to do from an opposition perspective. Adam Lund with a chance to get the ball far up the pitch from the halfway line. Up it goes towards Moyo just inside the area. Knocks it back for Cantrell. Keeps it alive. Josh Claxton looking to clip it into the area. Hereford look to deal with it, but Waldock battling on the edge. Goes down under the challenge of the Hereford man, but they continue on. They now want a free kick of their own. Referee not interested.
Yeah, he wasn't looking. It was a free kick, but he wasn't looking.
Max Hunt looking to play one into the area now, but Chapman gets onto that one and claims the ball high. Not something we normally see. Max Hunt putting the balls into the box.
Yeah, I think that was Darth kind of trying to go play a ball forward, kind of went to no one, just went to empty space, and as Wiley was stepping up to pick up the ball, he got kind of like taken out off it, and the referee completely wasn't looking. I think it was a foul, but referee doesn't see it, he's not going to give it.
Willis again not going long, this time going to Nathan Newell on his left once more. He's marauding forward, gets the ball caught under him a little bit, but offloads it to Billy Fewster. Cuts inside of his man. Looks for a deep cross towards Whitehouse, but just got too much on it. out for a goal kick. A nice move, though.
For half a second, that looked like a very, very tasty ball. I thought that was an absolute delivery, but it was just overhit. It kind of kept carrying through the air when I thought it was going to dip.
I was going to say, I was half expecting to see Billy Whitehouse flying onto the end of that one. But it was a nice little move once again from Alfreton on this left-hand side.
And just while we're waiting for the kick, I'll just bring us on to Hereford shape. It's something we're seeing more and more at this level now every year, is those three at the backs with the high fullbacks. I mean, Hereford aren't playing with the fullbacks as high as Kidderminster did. Their fullbacks were playing like wingers, and they had a kind of midfielder dropping in. This is a flat three-back, but variations of three-back are coming more and more common as teams want to be. Looked like Moyode won the ball, but he's given away a free kick inside the Hereford half. But yeah, it's something we're definitely seeing more and more, these kind of three at the back formations, and I'm interested to see how they do, because I don't want to put it out there too boldly, but I don't feel like they ever causes an issue, these kind of expansive formations, because of the low block, the discipline that Alfreton have. Yeah,
I think you're spot on in the fact that it's something that we're seeing more and more, but then the more that we see it, the more chance Billy Heath has got to get his team used to that sort of shape and used to dealing with the players in the different areas than you would have in a back four, for example. But Hereford today, I think the Kidderminster example was a unique one, because you don't see many players or many teams at this level sort of chopping and changing the positions as much as they were. As you say, they had that midfielder dropping in and sort of allowing the centre halves to spread themselves into the wide areas, which then meant the fullbacks could push on even further. And it's all well and good having that system, but Alfreton came away with the 3 points that day, and hopefully we can have a similar result today as Adam Lund lines up what will probably be the first of one of his trademark throws deep into the box. It's towards Dwayne Wiley, who gets his head to it, but it's cleared away by Hereford. George Cantrell looking to rescue it, and he does just that. Adam Lund has the ball back on the right hand side now. Whitehouse looking to cut in, goes back out onto his right foot. He's got Adam Rooney up against him. He's toying with him on this right hand side, tries to get across on his left foot, but Rooney makes the block. Adam Lund trying to keep the pressure on. Whitehouse again now. Some quick feet and the cross in towards Moyo, but it's a hard one for him to deal with, and Hereford come away with possession, looking to go down the line towards Rose. But he can't do much.
Slippy out there. I mean, I've seen Newell slip, Lundy slip there, as you could see, as he was waiting for
when
the ball.
When he received the ball,
yeah. His foot was just going. I'm seeing a couple of players slipping, so I'm not sure what's up with the turf. It's not been played on for, 3 weeks maybe?
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure what's up with it. It's had its time to heal. They could have planted new grass seed if they
possibly.
So please, but yeah, it's looking slippy out there for a couple of the lads. Also, we've had a lot of rain.
That is true. We have had a lot of rain, which obviously led to the Biggleswade game getting postponed and ultimately rescheduled to be played here at the Impact after conversations with the FA. They've agreed to reverse the tie, which will set up a home fixture against Spennymoor for the winner.
Yeah, it was a frustrating day Tuesday night for a couple of the lads especially.
Yeah.
A lot of them kind of venting, leaving work early, travelling down, and
George Willis, confident goalkeeping to come out there as the ball sort of caught a bit of spin on it, so it's gone just outside of his area where he can't pick it up, and he's used his head to get it clear and then stayed on the ball, put it up the line. There's a slight worry though when the Hereford won it back and he wasn't quite back in his net.
Yeah.
Thankfully though, the defence staying firm.
What we're saying, just frustrating for the lads on Tuesday, leaving, getting, to get to Biggleswade and for it to be called off. And I mean, the photo they used to say the game was on compared to the photos of the pitch.
Yeah, I think we
close to kick-off were could not have been the same day, but we don't know for sure. But yeah, that might make it something of a grudge match on Tuesday night for the players. Lee Newell. Nathan Newell's dad was fuming, but that's what happens when you mess with a man from the northeast. So he come from Sunderland.
Oof.
Lee Newell went all the way from Sunderland to Biggleswade, and
that's a rough one.
He got called off when he got there. So yeah, it will be a grudge match. You know what? I'm upset for Lee, even if he is a Mackham. I'm upset for him.
In the midst of that, Billy Whitehouse wins his team a free kick. It's going to be Fuster to take sort of on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
Chance for him to get the ball into the box towards Moyo, gets his head to it. Is looping up into the box.
Another slip.
Adam Lund trying to make the most of it, but Hereford will get it clear. Only as far as Fuster, though, on the right-hand side.
Lundy's trying to get under the ball and he's completely slipped over onto his knees, hasn't he? Someone getting some metal studs. It's that time of year, Lundy. He'll be still playing in his blades, his moulds.
Yeah. Well, he has just come across to the other side of the pitch to intercept a pass and put it out for a Hereford throw. Just beneath the gantry, so in our sort of blind spot that we can't quite see. We can sort of judge from the player movement and when the ball comes in.
Bit of a random question. Oh, hang on.
Liam Waldock on the left-hand side, finding Moyo in the middle. Checking back into the feet of Billy Whitehouse. Goes back to Waldock. Goes down under the pull from the Hereford centre-half. Wins himself a free kick in a very dangerous position. Maybe a little bit too close to the goal for it to be an easy one to get up and over. But we will see.
Wins the ball back high up the pitch. Couple of quick passes in between, gets the ball back to his feet. Great first touch and forces the Hereford man to bring him down. He might go down a bit easy, but you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. And now Alfreton have a free kick in a really dangerous area, and I bring it back every time we get a free kick. Waldock scored a beauty one against Bishop Stortford last season.
He did, the away game. The 4-0 was it?
Yes, it was
4-0
a 4-0 win. Yeah, on a Tuesday night.
But Liam Waldock is over this one. He will fancy it. We'll imagine. He goes for it now. It goes low underneath the wall, but it's a save from Chapman in the Hereford goal. Not the usual sort of technique we see from Liam Waldock in that position, but
I really don't mind it though.
No, I think he's tried to catch him out.
The most important thing from a free kick is work the goalkeeper, hit the target. You do not have to put the ball so far in the top corner that no goalkeeper on earth could save it. Work him, get a rebound, have your players following in. Handball, ref! Sorry.
Referee hasn't seen the handball from the number 27 Robinson. Although Alfreton do manage to clear their lines. Still in play though. Looked like it might go out.
I've just been thinking to myself, which player do you reckon has the nicest boots?
On the Alfreton team or just on the pitch
just
today?
On the Alfreton team.
On the Alfreton team.
Who's got the boots? Because I'm liking Waldock's boots and Fuster, but I think they have the same boots.
I think they do, yeah. They've got the little black stripe going down the underside.
I'm liking it. I'm liking the colour. The kind of what's the word for it? I mean, like a matte green.
Personally, I'm a big fan of.
It's like pastel. Pastel. That's the word.
Yeah.
Like a pastel, like kind of light green.
I quite like the. I was intrigued by George Cantrell's switch up from the traditional all black boots to some sort of fluorescenty. Well, he's got white ones on now, but I remember. I think the black one sort of suited his style of play a little bit more, but he's changed over now to the complete opposite side of the spectrum. Josh Claxton still representing for the all black boots.
I just can't believe we've missed this. Hang on, we'll wait for this throw in.
Into the box, flicked on by Hunt. Fuster almost getting onto the end of it, but Hereford have a chance to come forward.
I can't believe we've missed this. Willis has a mullet.
Does he?
He has a mullet.
We'll have to wait until we see the other side. Oh my God, he does. I think it's in the awkward phase, as they call it, as he's growing it out. But that is a fantastic spot. Need him to turn around now so we can get a proper look at it.
Give us a twirl, Will. Give us a twirl, George.
He's not going to do it. He's not listening to us.
He's not listening
to us.
He's not got the stream on.
Not got his AirPod in.
He could have done it because he's not been tested yet.
No, it's true. Might be called into action here as Dwayne Wiley knocks it back to him. Little header from to claim and reassess. We've seen him come out to the left-hand side to Nathan Newell a few times this afternoon already, but it looks like number 16 for Hereford is picking it up now. Hakeem
Rose
Rose
is kind of drifting inside, almost like a kind of inside forward off the right. And
great header from Moyo. Sorry to interrupt, but Whitehouse now on the edge of the box, looking to get a shot away on his left foot, which he does, but he drags it wide of the near post. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think just Rose kind of drifting inside, looking to kind of support the striker. It's freeing up Newell on the left.
I was going to say, yeah, he's sort of, in doing so, out of possession eliminates that kind of easy out ball to Nathan Newell that he's had already, George Willis, but forcing him to go long there. But that's not a bad thing necessarily when you've got David Moyo up front to win those headers and the knockdowns for the wingers that come inside and come onto the ball. And we've seen it just then.
Yeah, well,
it's a bit of route one play, but if it gets you up the pitch and you can get a shot away from it, nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah, Rose is kind of like playing off the right, but coming inside to support the striker. And then you've got Sammy Robinson as like the wing back coming round, but he doesn't seem to be that in his locker as he whips a free kick into the hands of Willis in terms of kind of bombing on forward. And
Willis takes it quickly up towards Fuster as he looks to get on a quick break, but runs all the way back through to Chapman. He gets play restarted swiftly, keeping the ball on the deck.
But what I was going to say, what I've just kind of interestingly seen is Robinson doesn't seem to have that bombing on ability in his locker to come round the right hand side and kind of get down towards the byline, and he's kind of playing deeper, which is why Newell is such an outlet. But if we look at the opposing side as Newell knocks it out for a throw-in, the left wing back is Yusuf Asise.
And he's bombing on.
And he is very high. He is playing almost as a left winger.
Well, it's sort of the position that we saw him in for Alfreton quite a few times a couple of years ago, more as a natural kind of traditional winger, taking players on out wide, getting crosses into the box, chipping in with the odd goal.
But I think it's given us an out ball with Nathan Newell when Willis gets it to go quick. But when we're getting high up the pitch, our joy has come through Billy Whitehouse down that side because he's isolating his man. They are potential weak points for Alfreton and Wickes Point. We can play out quick to Newell because Rose is coming inside and Robinson's not playing high. But when we get into those forward areas, out on the left kind of centre back role, I don't know. I can't see who's playing out there. I think it's Preston.
On the far side, I think it is, yeah.
He's getting isolated by Whitehouse, and that's a foul.
That's a late one.
He's got to go into the book, ref. He's got to go.
Referee has played advantage. David Moyo plays on and then gets fouled himself, but Adam Lund, the recipient of a late challenge from Lawson Darth, as Alfreton looks to get away on the counter-attack. The ball had gone, and the referee expectedly will book him. Ollie's called onto the pitch, but that was a late one.
Yeah, it's got to be a booking. I can't believe the referee's not called it straight away and put it into the book, because
it's a textbop booking, isn't it? It's just
he's got absolutely none of the ball. Lundy's moved the ball on. He's passed the ball and then he's been taken out a second after. I get it's not malicious.
No,
it's not malicious intent, which is why it's not a red card.
Yes.
But it's a booking. It's all day booking.
Foul play.
The ball has been moved on. The ball was there and he's going to call him over.
He's got him over now, yeah. As we expected.
Has to put him in a book. Yeah, he's got it in his pocket. Yeah. Well done, referee.
It's a standard booking. You expect a yellow card every time one of those sorts of challenges go in. Even it's probably his first foul. It's early in the game, but he's gone in firm. And as you say, there was no malice involved, but the ball's gone, and he's taken the man out. Yeah. It's a yellow card.
Good refereeing in the end from L. Griffith. He doesn't have his first name on the team sheet, but
no. We do have the intel though. We've had this referee previously 2 times. Both of those games 1-0 wins. Both of those games, Jordan Thulis scoring the lone goal. Facts courtesy of Liam. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the stat man. But yeah, no, it is good refereeing in the end. He kind of called the advantage back. It was a terrible tackle. Lundy's moved the ball on. He's hit him. It's not malicious. The ball was there to be won when Lundy played it, and he'd already kind of lunged in. But I didn't think he was going to go back and book him. I thought he's kind of blown it.
Yeah,
he's checked on the player. Das ran away, and I thought he was going to let it go, but to kind of make sure it's on, get the physio on, treat the player first, and then going to book the player.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting one as well because the ball got moved on into the feet of David Moyo, who...
Yeah, get a good look at his mullet here.
There we go. Yeah, he's growing out, isn't he? But yeah, David Moyo...
He needs a transplant.
David Moyo got the ball, beat a man himself, and then looked like he was fouled as well. But either way, that's when the ball was turned over and the referee pulled play back for the initial foul, and then eventually...
Yeah, it looks like it's just an impact injury. Looks like he's had a little bit of a jog. It looks like it's gonna... Yeah, he's hopping around. Everything's all good in there.
Lundy will be back on.
Lundy will be back. He's a tough cookie. He'll carry on.
There it is. There we go. Adam Lund back on the field for Alfreton. Akeem Rose looking to bring the ball forward for Hereford. Josh Claxton having to come up against Cisse and send it down the line. Whitehouse on the ball now. Goes back to Cantrill. He's got Waldock on the inside and he uses him. David Moyo comes in. Tries to knock it back to Nathan Newell. Moyo again. Dispossessed. And Hereford come away with it. Tate Campbell looking to go down the line, but out it goes for an Alfreton throw. I'm liking the colour coordination from George Willis, as well as the haircut.
Oh yeah, that might put his boots up into the top 3.
I was going to say that's quite
coordination
sleek.
With the kit on the boots, especially as a goalkeeper when you've got a different kit.
That's dedication.
That is high. That is high. That is a high level.
Liam Waldock taking the ball down in an advanced area. Whitehouse on the right-hand side once again, looking to take on his man. He goes inside to Waldock. 1-2 between the pair of them. Tries to get a cross on his right foot. It's blocked. Lawson Darth gets it clear. Akeem Rose keeps it in play as it looked like it might be trickling out for an Alfreton throw, but Claxton coming forward now and trying to get it into the box. And it's flicked on by a Hereford man. Sort of double deflection there. Takes it out for a corner. Be Alfreton's first of the match.
It's a great ball from Claxton, and that's the philosophy here at Alfreton. If you put the ball in the box, you're going to create danger, you create unsettlement, you create panic, and he's put a whipped ball in, kind of an awkward height. It's bounced through and it's come off a couple of people. No one can get it under control. It goes out for a corner, and Billy Fuster will have a chance to put this into a dangerous area. I'm sure Lundy will loop around the back.
There we go, making his trademark run to the back stick. It is towards Adam Lund, who gets his head to it, into Dwayne Wiley, who tries to volley it on his right foot, but it's cleared away.
But it'll be a Lundy long throw.
Out for a throw, yeah. Just as dangerous as a corner.
Some may say better than a corner.
Only problem is, though, you don't have Adam Lund peeling around to the back post from his own throw-in.
That's true. Clacky's come short. I wouldn't have minded that because they've given him a lot of space, but he's going to go long.
Towards Dwayne Wiley, who flicks it on. Chapman makes the claim. Nothing coming from that throw-in, but that was sort of... Looked like Max Hunt might be getting there, but Dwayne Wiley flung himself to get his head onto that. Trying to create a little bit of danger, but nothing doing for the Reds. Chapman goes long. Williams going down under a pretty easy challenge from Dwayne Wiley, but Akeem Rose looking to hit one on his left foot. Liam Waldock getting back to get a block in, and I think it's going to be a corner. Sort of went out around the corner flag in the air, so it might be a corner, might be a throw. It looks like it will be a throw.
Darlington beating Kings Lynn.
Do you want to give us an update from around the grounds?
Around the grounds
in the National League North.
You don't want another Borough score.
Are you losing?
No, it's 0-0. Curs National 1-0 up against Buxton. Chester and Farsley 0-0. Charlie and Warrington 0-0. Darlington lead at Kings Lynn. Limerick and Scarborough 0-0. Marine Radcliffe 0-0. Needham Market leads South Shields 1-0. Peterborough Sports Rushall 0-0. Scunthorpe and Oxford are 1-1. Southpaw, Brackley, Spennymoor and Kidderminster are all level as well. There you go, a little rapid score update.
I was going to say, I was hoping that Hereford didn't score from that throw-in, and they didn't, thankfully.
Yeah,
I was ready to interrupt and jump in, but all good.
I was trying to get through it quick. You asked. Yeah.
I did. That's my bad.
Just thinking top 3 boots. It's got to be Waldock and Fuster joint first, same boots.
Yeah, don't hate
Willis second. With it's a techie little setup. I like it. He's thought about it. I like the effort. I like him. Someone.
He's thought about it, isn't he? Adam Rooney flicking that one on, looking for Robinson.
Should we give third to Wally?
Yeah.
The All Blacks.
Robertson doing his best to keep the chance up there for Hereford, but enough time for Alfreton to get it clear. Ball now bouncing around.
I'll give third to Clacky.
In the middle of the pitch.
I like them all blacked out.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a staple.
Same with Max Hunt. Max Hunt and Clacky joint third. 3 worst boots. Moyo, mate, your boots stink. Number 1 stinkiest boots. Right.
I think he heads it more than he kicks it though, so that's not too much of a problem. Adam Lund coming forward, looking to lay it off for Whitehouse on the right hand side. Alfreton have men in the box here, and he gets it into the box with the cross. It's bouncing, bobbling around. George Cantrell appealing for something. I think it kind of hit Liam Waldock more than he wanted to hit the ball. Dwayne Wiley trying to clip it forward and slipping again.
Yeah, Dwayne Wiley's second worst boots. Get those bananas off your feet, mate. We will not lose Dwayne Wiley's boots because they are so bright. You could see them. I could see them if they were on top of that house over there.
You probably could. Is he coordinating it with the armband? That's the only question.
There's no other really stinking boots. I'll put Newell third worst because he's a Mackham. Because no one else is really stinking it up. But yeah, no, those gold boots, get them changed. Someone have a word with him.
If he scores today, you can let him off the hook.
If he scores a hat-trick today, I'll let him off the hook. That's how bad
it's got to be 3. Perfect hat-trick. Alfreton dealing with the Hereford throw, getting it up the pitch. Whitehouse battling, along with Moya, who goes in.
That's a booking.
It'll be a booking for David Moya, who claims that he slipped on the turf, which wouldn't be uncharacteristic from a player today, as we've seen a few players slipping, and I think he has, but it is a yellow card. He didn't get the ball.
Yeah, he's gone in. He's fouled him. It was a booking. I could tell straight away he was going to get booked.
Yeah, I think he knew more than anyone because he immediately protested. But it will be a throw. A free kick, sorry, for Hereford, just inside the Alfreton half. Sammy Robinson looks to be their set-piece taker. The referee's asking him to take it back a little bit.
Get it back, Robbo. Get it back.
Still wants him to go back. There we go. He's now letting him take it from just inside their own half. Forward it goes. Billy Whitehouse jumping up for that one and conceding the throw.
Rooney long throw, incoming. Let's have a look at the Premier League results.
Why not?
I'll just read out the ones of note. Brentford are 3-2 up against Wolves.
Goodness me, do they score early again?
Second minute.
Yeah, of course.
Fulham are beating Man City 1-0. Andreas Pereira, West Ham and Ipswich. Delap scored. Good for our fantasy teams.
Very good, I'm happy with that.
And there's been absolutely no other goals in the Premier League. Leicester have not scored. What? No, I said there's been no other goals.
Hereford winning themselves a corner in the midst of that score update. It's going to be Robinson to take on the far side.
There's been absolutely nothing else of note.
He has got the short option of Yusufu Cisse if he wants it, but George Cantrell is there. It's going to be a late run into the box.
Oh, Daft looping around the back.
That's Adam Lund-esque run.
Slightly unnecessary loop round to the back, might I add. He's ran about 25 yards to loop round the back.
Has gone out for a throw though.
He's just tired himself out. Hereford fans in song all afternoon.
They've got the drum
in high
going.
Spirits. Hopefully we send them home in not so high spirits. Although I'm enjoying it. Hello.
Adam Rooney with his long throw into the area. Dwayne Wiley heads away. Dropping to Cisse on the edge. Darth now trying to hook it back out wide towards Rooney. It's a good ball. Goes inside. Robinson now putting the ball into the area and it's over the bar. Not a problem for George Willis.
What I'd like to add is just over kind of the last season or so, Nathan Newell and his defensive capabilities have come on tenfold, and we don't really talk about him a lot because he's a Mackham and he doesn't deserve it. But even, you know, sometimes you've got to give people their flowers, and just watching him there, Rooney standing him up and playing inside and going, and he anticipated that and was ready to follow that run. And that is the most effective thing from a winger, going into the midfield and getting it back as you make the fullback spin.
Yeah.
And for him to have that intelligence and see that before it happens and track the run, even though it wasn't necessarily going to go back to Rooney, he wasn't doing that last season. And seeing him do it just then, I just think he has come on a lot as a player. Because obviously he's a young lad as well. He's only slightly older than me and you.
Yeah, which is a bit sad. We're here. He's on the pitch.
I know. I bet he'd rather be up here. Unlucky, Nathan, mate.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he thinks the same way.
If you're a bit further south in Middlesbrough, you might have had a chance.
Alfreton Town winning themselves their second corner of the afternoon on the opposite side from the previous one. Fuster to take.
Oh, I'm ready for this. This is a goalie. I'm feeling
So we've got the usual suspects loading up the box. Max Hunt and Dwayne Wiley. Claxton going short to provide the option, and it is utilised. 1-2 with Fuster. Tries to get the cross in. Wins the throw.
Well, I would rather have a throw-in than a corner.
You reckon?
I think so. I'm happy with that because that's a corner, but it's a throw-in. You know what I mean? Some people would rather a corner, but I think we score more from throw-ins.
Not many people have Adam Lund. That's the thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't normally rather have a throw-in, but we have.
In this scenario, Adam Lund with an absolutely.
I would much rather have a corner than a throw-in. Like
the throw has gone out straight for a goal kick. Weirdly, probably the most distance I've seen on an Adam Lund throw-in. Yeah, but over the net.
You nearly hit us.
Yeah. Goal kick to Hereford.
Oh.
So that's there.
I don't think that's true.
No, there is some. I think there is some. And that's up for debate. Bit of head tennis in the middle here. Billy Whitehouse trying to bring an end to it, but it will continue. Robinson now getting the ball down on the ground. He's got Rooney to his right. Tries to get the better of Lund, who tackles and concedes the throw. Adam Rooney getting his two centre-halves into the box before he takes this one, so he's going to go long, presumably. Only the one man back for Hereford, but Alfreton have the entire 11 inside the box to defend this one. Rooney takes. Headed away initially, but it comes back out wide to Adam Rooney. Great block from Billy Fuster to deny him the cross out for another throw.
Billy Heathel, I like that as well. He loves a winger that works back. Puts in the defensive work.
That was a great bit of defending, wasn't it? Thrown his body in front of it.
Fuster's got two men to mark. He's trying to drag someone out, but Robinson's going to drop out of the box, which...
Adam Rooney takes another throw into the area. It's bounced before anybody got to it, and it's cleared away. Whitehouse will be first to it. Tries to get it up the line, but Cisse coming away with it now on the left. Goes infield to Akeem Rose. Clipped in towards Williams, but it's too far for him to reach, and out for a goal kick.
It's a good attendance today overall.
I'm going to say Hereford have travelled quite well, haven't they?
Yeah, but we've got more than I would say we usually do. I think
it's a lovely day, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is a great.
Probably brought them out.
Yeah, we've put the hats back on like a pair of idiots.
Sun's out, but
sun's out, hats on.
Exactly.
It's October. It's time for the hats.
It's the Alfreton way. Willis lining up his goal kick.
It'll soon be the 1 year anniversary of us getting the hats. Willis, mate.
I was going to say, I think he's tried the sort of left hand side to catch the team out after everybody's positioned on the right, but it is out for a Hereford throw, which they've taken quickly and got up the line. Dwayne Wiley heading that one back up into the air. Adam Lund now getting him back forward. Whitehouse bringing it down initially, but then opting to go long towards Moy, who flicks on.
He's got an incredible leap, does David Moy.
He does. Nathan Newell winning himself a throw.
Gets off Robinson. Like Ronaldo, doesn't he?
Can he wear the boots like him, though? That's the question.
No.
No.
No one should wear those boots. I wouldn't make my worst enemy wear those boots, but I don't really have any ops.
Adam Lund tossing it into the area from deep. It's headed away by Hereford, but it's going to be a tricky one to deal with, yeah. Another throw in a much more advanced position this time, a chance for more of a flat one into the box.
This is the goal. I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it. You're feeling it. You're feeling it more than the one from before.
They didn't put it in the box. I was feeling something.
Well, personally, I'd much rather have a throw than a corner. It's gone short from Adam Lund, who now gets it into the area, looking for Wiley, but it's headed out. Nathan Newell contesting with Akeem Rose for that one. Cantrell helps him out.
Apparently my feeling is that we're going to go short, not that we're going to score.
At least we've got to the bottom of that. George Willis now. Alfreton having gone all the way back. Go long again towards Max Hunt. Dwayne Wiley. Now Newell. Thought about going back to Willis, but he clips it down the line. Looking for Fuster, but it's going to run all the way through to the goalkeeper. Hereford with a chance to reset. Chapman going long. Intercepted by Adam Lund. Again, the distribution probably favouring Alfreton from the Bulls goalkeeper. David Moyo flying into that one and trying to bring it down. Max Hunt going back, trying to find him on that right-hand side. Whitehouse is there in support. Moyo taking out Lawson Darth.
It's not a second booking, but it's one. It's on his tally. You can tick it.
Referee can keep it in the back of his mind. 2 players on a booking going in for that same ball. David Moyo committing the foul on Lawson Darth. And a deep free kick for Hereford to take. And they've gone short though. It's Carl Hawkins looking to go long just as the wind picks up. Max Hunt winning that one. Cantrell going in on Darth and winning the ball. Unluckily, Adam Rooney getting there in time to keep it alive for Hereford though. Hawkins coming forward. Hustled off it by Moyo.
Oh, that was the one. I was bringing that down.
We've nearly had the ball come into the gantry. We're 2 years in the waiting.
I was bringing it down, I'm telling you. When that comes in here, I am plucking that out of the sky.
Despite the injury.
Wait, so I can bring it on my chest, can't I?
Just can't do anything else with it.
I can't bring it down on my knee, that'd hurt. Yeah, no, I'll bring it down, I'll do a couple of kick-ups, and then I'll hit like a volley back onto the pitch and like probably score in the top corner over there or something like that.
Probably, yeah, if you feel like it.
Something like that, yeah. I might do a crossbar challenge in Willis's goal. When it comes, I'll do it.
Hereford going down the line from their throw.
We joke, but one day it will come, and I will panic.
Dwayne Wiley with some good defending to shepherd it out for a goal kick. Don't head it and break the headset.
I'll actually just catch it and throw it back down and be like...
No, you've got to do it now. You've talked it up enough.
Well, you see, as soon as I'll
move out of the way.
You're ready.
I'll move out of the way.
The step back was done and I was ready. You don't have to move out of the way. I'll knock you out of the way. So, man on!
Yeah. As long as the cameras are all right.
The elbows are going out. This ball comes up here.
It'll be like Spalding all over again. I'll be off the screen immediately. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper there. Willis going long, running out for a Hereford goal kick. It's been I was going to say, the first few minutes looked like we might be seeing more of an open game today. A few shots coming in. Akeem Rose and then Billy Fuster getting the first 2 shots of the afternoon away pretty early. But since then, there's not been a great deal of opportunities for either side to have a shot at goal. Liam Waldock battling with Adam Rooney and coming away with the ball. Lund trying to hook it down the line.
He'll get a second jab at it. That's going to go out for a throw-in.
Chance for Alfreton to get the ball back into the box, unless they go short.
Dare I say. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Just out of curiosity, would you rather have a throw-in or a corner?
I would. For Alfreton, I would significantly rather have a throw-in than a corner.
Well, hopefully it can bear us some luck. It's Adam Lund sees the box loaded up. Dwayne Wiley, Max Hunt all in there. Moyo as well. Throw comes in to the near post. Headed away by Hereford, but only as far as Waldock on the right. Keeps it in, looking to win another throw, but it's going to come all the way back to Josh Claxton. He's going to go back to his goalkeeper. Willis now, he's got men on the left-hand side, which is where he aims it. Claxton's going to have to deal with this one. Hunt with a flick, and I'll tell you what, if Moyo was slightly more central there, that could have been a lovely little flick on from Max Hunt, who is now back though. Williams for Hereford, a speculative effort from range as it sort of dropped to him. He's gone for a volley from about 35 yards out, and it sailed.
I don't know who he thinks he is and
pretty
why he thinks
safely
he can
wide.
do that, but I think we all just like Defo does not have that in his locker.
Well, you never know. Like you said earlier, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. Although it's pretty safe to assume he's not got the lottery numbers.
Yeah, just as you say that, I might drop a DM to like Megan Fox or something. See how that goes. Because I can guarantee you that won't work the same way. He's not scoring from there on the volley. There's the same likelihood.
Hereford are coming forward now though through Cisse. It's a crunching challenge from Adam Lund, but they keep possession. Lawson Darth in the middle. Cisse's gone down under the challenge of nobody by the looks of it. Hereford looking to switch the play towards Adam Rooney. It's a great ball. He's tried to lay it off for Williams, but Wiley cleared it away. It was blocked by Rose though, who hooks it into the area towards Williams. Gets his head to it. Still alive though for Hereford. Robinson clipping it into the area. Away by Wiley. Adam Rooney with the bicycle kick. Away by Wiley again. Lawson Darth hits it from the edge of the box, and eventually Alfreton clear their lines. A worrying spell.
Yeah, it's the first spell of the game.
Yeah.
That could be the icebreaker. It's been a very cagey affair so far, and that was a sustained bit of pressure from Hereford, and therefore some kind of moments where you think, oh my God, that's good from them, and they could have scored there. So
I was going to say, Adam Rooney lining up that bicycle kick.
Well, that didn't worry me.
Yeah, but
here comes Cisse behind.
He is in. Willis gets something on it. Cisse trying to keep it in play, but it's out for a Hereford corner. Alfred got to stay switched on until the end of the half here. We are approaching added time of the first 45, but Hereford at this moment looking the more likely side to score. They've had a few efforts on goal in the last couple of minutes.
Kovacic has equalised for Man City.
Any other notable scores? Who scored for Needham Market out of
Needham Market
curiosity?
3-0 up. Jacob Lake, Kieran Morphew and Reggie
Lamb got one. What a boy.
And South Shields have got a red card. I think they might lose that game.
They could do. They could do. Hereford take the corner, looking towards the near post, but Newell gets that one away. No bother. Whitehouse on the right-hand side is dispossessed and concedes the throw. Rooney goes inside. I think that's 2 minutes of added time indicated. Dwayne Wiley's been dragged out of position here. Oh, but
chance for Fuster to bomb on down this left-hand side, though.
Campbell's tripped over the ball and surrendered it to Fuster as he carries it down the left-hand side all the way. Looks to cut it back to Nathan Newell, but that's great play from Billy Fuster.
Excellent work from Billy Fuster. Fantastic just to pick the ball on drive and take it, 30, 35 yards.
Got the team up the pitch.
Up into the Hereford half and win the throw-in as he cuts back is excellent, and it gives us a chance. And I've not got a feeling.
You've not?
Reverse psychology.
I see.
I've not got a feeling about this.
No, Adam Lund will be lining up possibly the last throw.
But this is the favourable position. I don't like it when it's got to come across, when it can kind of go towards goal on the angle. That is when we are the most dangerous. And
Dwayne Wiley does get his head onto it, and it's probably one of the better chances that we've had from the throws so far in this first half.
No one lurking.
Out for a goal kick, yeah, you need that kind of... Well, you're hoping it kind of drops into that uncertain area.
You need a rat, don't you? A
little poacher to nick one. But no, out for a goal kick.
That was Thulis last season, though, our little poacher who just kind of picked up those loose balls in the box.
Seemed to be in the right place at the right time, the majority of the time. Goal kick taken down by Liam Waldock. Whitehouse goes back to Claxton. He's going to look back to his goalkeeper now. George Willis gets out of his feet and sends it long down the line towards Moyo. Hereford with it now in the middle.
Baldock's done a lot of great work kind of pressing that Hereford back line. He's almost played as like a second striker.
I was going to say, we saw that a little bit last season. I mean, he had that fantastic player of the month period where he was scoring for fun, and he was kind of being that sort of late arrival into the box at, you know, sort of Frank Lampard style play. But there we go, there is the half-time whistle, 0-0. Hereford not happy, they've not had the opportunity to play on there, but after the 2 minutes added time,
half. I don't know why.
Yeah, they can't be too angry, I don't think.
We'll quickly run through the scores in the National League North as Brentford go 4-2 up. Curzon Ashton are 1-0 up against Buxton. Chester and Farsley are 0-0. Chorley and Warrington are 0-0. Kingsland and Darlington are level at 1-1. Leamington and Scarborough is 0-0. Marine have taken the lead against Radcliffe, the newly promoted sides battling it out there. 1-0. Needham Market 3-0 up against South Shields. South Shields also having a red card. It's a long afternoon for South Shields fans at Needham Market. That's a long journey for them as well.
Very long journey, yeah.
Rush Hall Olympic lead at Peterborough Sports. Scunthorpe and Oxford are still level. Southport and Brackley are level. Spennymoor lead Kidderminster Town Harriers 1-0. And in the Premier League, West Ham lead Ipswich 2-1. City and Fulham going level at the break. Leicester are beating Bournemouth 1-0. Brentford 4, Wolves 2. Arsenal and Southampton are level, and obviously Liverpool winning the early kick-off
1-0.
1-0. We're going to take a break over half-time so I can sit down because my knee hurts. And we will see you for the second half. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you shortly. Wow.
Look at that.
Transitions.
We're back.
We are so back.
Ready for the second half of Alfreton versus Hereford. It doesn't look to be any changes from either side at half time. We will obviously properly assess, but yeah, I don't think there's been any changes. Only
look at that little
2 players on the booking.
Team huddle from Hereford before the second half.
That was very, very American, that was. Sort of all sprung away.
Usually do them before the game, not halfway through. But, whatever gets the morality going.
Whatever gets them pumped up. There we go, Alfreton shooting from our left to right to the usual end behind the goal in the second half. Billy Whitehouse standing over the kickoff. He's going to let it back to Max Hunt by the looks of it and send it down the left-hand side, unless he prefers just Claxton on his own on the right. And there we go, we are back underway for the second 45 here at the Impact. Max Hunt goes along down the left, looking for Moyo, but it's headed away by Hereford. And I think, second half now, are we going to see a more open game? I think we saw a flash of what might be to come right at the end of the first half, as Hereford had a bit of a flurry of shots towards the end. Hopefully we do see more of an open game as Billy Fuster gets down the left and looks to put the ball into the box. Out for a goal kick though. What do you reckon, second half wise?
Second half wise, I mean, it was very, very cagey. First half, there was few chances really. There wasn't any chances really, but there was a bit of an icebreaker with Hereford kind of giving us a bit of sustained pressure, a couple of chances like legs swinging at the ball in the box, a shot that could have, the deflection kind of took all the weight off it, but on another day that deflection could take it into the back of the net. So teams are going to change their approach. There's been a change. We've won a free kicker to Hereford's dismay. Yes,
they weren't happy with that. Nathan Newell going down under the challenge of Robinson, winning himself a free kick deep inside his own half. I think it was one of those where he'd sort of gone to ground anyway in an attempt to keep possession, and then just sort of made it look a little bit more excessive when the player came to him, but it was enough to win the free kick.
The mullet man going to take the free kick.
We can't let that stick as a nickname.
That is sticking. Mullet man is sticking.
Well, he has just played a nice pass down towards Billy Fuster. He goes back to Dwayne Wiley. Gets ahead of his man, prods it out wide to Newell. Tries to go round the corner to Fuster, but Robinson gets the better of Newell, wins himself a throw.
I'm going to get on the bus for away down, and Willis is going to be filming and calling him mullet man.
You can offer him a hat if you want.
Yeah, he doesn't watch the stream.
He is a busy man. Referee wants Hereford to come forward for their throw.
Yeah. Well, no, he will be filming with me. I've been calling him mullet man. I've been dropping facts about him being the lowest rated on FIFA 1 year. He's fuming. He's like, what's going on? Although,
great colour combination today.
Boots, yeah,
that makes up for it.
That might save me a right hook.
You'll just get the left.
That saves me the combo.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a jab.
Hereford winning themselves a throw on this left-hand side. Going short to Rose. 1-2 back to the taker. Tries to cross, but it is blocked out for another throw.
You know what Rose
Rooney's coming over now.
A bit of a tangent. This is my ADHD kicking in.
Go on.
Rose reminds me, you know the Lil Pump song? D-Rose. That's all I think of. Oh, God.
That's all that's been on your mind whenever
every time you say his name, I just start doing it in my head.
Deary me.
I remember that from about 7 years ago when it came out.
Oof. George Willis picking up the ball right on the corner of his box. Very borderline.
His mullet was in the box.
In terms of handball. That must be what it was. Referee awards nothing though, despite Hereford's protest. Liam Waldock could be in. He has the shot blocked, but Whitehouse coming onto it on his left foot. He lays it off to Waldock. Tries to go back to Whitehouse. Just too much on it. Whitehouse trying to keep it in play, out for a goal kick, but that's a big chance for Alfreton, and a little bit of a mix-up at the back for Hereford. Allowed Liam Waldock onto the ball, shaping to shoot on his right foot. I think the defender knew that's what was coming. Lawson Darth got in front of him to block the shot.
Yeah.
It dropped to Whitehouse, on his left foot. Doesn't really want to hit that, so he tries the 1-2 with the Waldock, and it was a nice idea, but eventually just runs ahead of him, out for a goal kick.
But is that shades of Kidderminster all over again. Frustrating game. KG, obviously, Kidderminster having the better of the chances where Hereford haven't really been on top. We probably got lucky that Kidderminster didn't take their chances, but we said the cracks will show.
Exactly.
And they did. And is that a crack?
Potentially.
Is that
very well could be. Just a little bit of a miscontrol from one of the centre halves.
But it's a tough place to come. It's a tough game. You're always going to be tired after a game with Alfreton, and that could be a crack in there.
We can only hope, from an Alfreton perspective, of course. Adam Lund shanking that clearance, but Dwayne Wiley rescuing it and getting it back up the pitch. Hereford responding with a long ball of their own. Cisse bringing it down on his thigh. Pressed by a combination of Claxton and Whitehouse. Alfreton win themselves a throw. Good defending from the Reds.
Thing is, well, I don't have the exact stat on my mind, but I'm fairly certain a majority of Alfreton's goals have come in the second half this season.
It wouldn't surprise me.
As I think, I can't remember many times they've scored early on. It's usually a second half. I mean, we could probably just start the commentary for the second half.
Go live at 4 o'clock every time.
Yeah, it's definitely something that happens. We are a team that sits, we wait for our opportunity, and as teams tire, we take them. I think you think of like last-minute equalisers, a last-minute winner, kind of often taking the lead late on in games.
Yeah, I think that the Kidderminster game last week was just a telegraph, like the prime example of staying in the game, frustrating teams, even away from home. And then, as you say, the cracks will show. And eventually, just that little opportunity that we need to get something out of a game. Hereford do come forward here, though, through Rooney. Cisse now on the left-hand side, up against Claxton. Looks to get the crossing on his left, but Claxton makes the challenge, and it's out for a corner. Akeem Rose is down on the edge of the box. I'm not too sure why we didn't catch it, but he's staying down on his knees.
Tina back in the chat. She's just finished work. How's it going? It's going well, Tina. Hope you had a good shift, having a good weekend.
0-0 at the moment, as things stand.
Yeah, hopefully we can bring some great commentary and a great result.
Hopefully.
To go along.
Hopefully that's not the commentator's curse as Hereford line up the corner through Robinson.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
I didn't want to, but ball comes in. Out now. On the edge of the box, Hereford try the shot. Blocked. And all the way back through to the goalkeeper. No curse. Don't worry. You can breathe. Chapman going long. Looking for Williams. Flicks it on. Robinson trying the shot on his right foot as it dropped. All the way out. That's not going to trouble George Willis in the slightest.
Although that was nearly as close as Williams in the first half.
I think at least that one didn't bounce before it got to the goal line. George Willis, though, will take this goal kick on his right-hand side. Alfreton are coming over to the right-hand side, but Fuster sort of drifting a little bit over on the left if he does want to go and try that switch. The wind's got underneath that one, though. Cisse heads it forward, looking for Williams, but it runs out for an Alfreton throw.
Why haven't Borough scored yet?
Moyo keeping the play alive here.
You mean the winner?
Trying to go out wide to Fuster, but Robinson intercepts, and he does get forward now. Lays it off for Rose.
D-Rose.
Cuts inside, tries to sort of go with the reverse pass back out to Robinson, but he was not on the same wavelength. George Willis gratefully claims that one.
If he scored there, that might have been a viral clip.
Thankfully he didn't. Thankfully for you, I think he didn't. Just looking at the league table as things stand, a lot of draws at the moment in the top half, which would keep Alfreton in 5th place, Hereford in 8th, still separated by 2 points. Rose now on the ball up against Nathan Newell, who's been dragged from his left-hand sided position. Robinson was the intended recipient of that pass, but out he goes for a throw. It's a sloppy one from a Hereford perspective. And Alfreton now have a throw themselves on the halfway line.
Get in! 1-0 Borough, George Edmondson. Come on, he's been a player since he's coming on loan. 2 clean sheets back-to-back, and now he's scored. You what? Have that, Watford. Oh, sorry. All right, carry on. Adam Lund takes a long throw in.
No one noticed. I think that was quite slick, mate.
Yeah, yes. Good job I played it cool.
You're lucky I didn't notice the Jermaine Francis goal in the first half. But I got to celebrate that at half-time, so that's fine. It's fine by me. Hereford going to look to go down the line from this throw. Williams claiming he was...
It's a head injury.
Yeah, I was going to say he's gone down, but I think he might get back up on his own accord. Referee won't need to call the play back.
He was playing up to it. The foot's gone up. I mean, that foot was high, but it literally couldn't have connected with his head.
No,
because he's connected to the ball. He's not put his head in with the ball. He's just kind of known there was a foot near him, and he's bought a ticket.
He has bought a ticket. Yet to see anybody win the raffle today from purchasing a ticket.
Unbelievable ball. Oh,
great touch. Williams for Hereford. Thankfully for Alfreton, he couldn't quite get going quick enough and get the ball out of his feet, but that was a lovely touch to bring it down. Cantrell recovered though, prodded it back to his goalkeeper. Alfreton breathed a sigh of relief. Willis tries to go down the left-hand side looking for Fuster, but it is intercepted. Yeah, from both parties.
It must be something with the pitch. Can't be both goalkeepers and all these players slipping all over.
No, I think there's, yeah. I was going to say there's been an uncharacteristic amount of slips.
The boys
today.
haven't bought the metal studs yet for the rainy seasons. They're still chilling in the summer moulds. It's time to get the metals on, boys.
You could be forgiven though, to be fair. It's a sunny day. Robinson, great bit of play to cut inside of 2 Alfreton men. Now on the left, looking for Williams in the middle, who tries a cheeky flick, but nothing for him there as Dwayne Wiley clips it long towards Moyo, who's on the chase. Gets the ball under control. He's got men arriving. Fuster on his left-hand side, drives forward, tries to get it in on his left foot, but it trickles through to the goalkeeper. Not a fantastic display of end product for Alfreton today so far. Adam Rooney slowing the play down for Hereford as they look to build from the back. Preston looking to clip one over towards Cisse. It's headed away by Alfreton and out for a throw in an advanced position for the visitors. Rooney going over to take as per.
Southampton has beaten Arsenal. Cameron Archer.
Oh, wow.
Man City are 2-1 up. Kovacic again. Get him in your fantasy team, guys. Mateo Kovacic.
Hot tip.
No. He's scored both. Yeah, Kovacic has scored both. I bet your girlfriend's got Kovacic in.
Probably.
She's leading the league.
Yeah, should have found a way to dig him out before anyone else has.
Should have gone on. This Kovacic looks like you whack him in this week. Free transfer.
Alfreton Town win themselves a goal kick, which Hereford are less than pleased with, I think, from that corner. It did look like it was going to be a second corner in succession for the away side, but the referee awards a goal kick to the disbelief of the supporters behind that goal.
I'm really enjoying the singing.
You can't get involved. You can't get involved.
Get me in the stands. Can't wait for January when I can go to like a Borough away game or something.
Just hope they don't start the bounce for your knees' sake.
I should be alright by January, hopefully.
Willis getting the team to move over before he takes his goal kick. Shuffles them over to the right-hand side. And he takes it driven up towards Moyo. Gets underneath it towards Whitehouse, who tries to flick it back inside.
It's a high foot from Cantrell, but nothing bad.
Rooney now on the ball for Hereford. trying to go out wide to Cisse. Claxton putting his head in to win it back. Now Wardock knocks it back for Newell. Alfreton have got time to drive forward here.
Fuster, harmless.
I think he thought Newell was going to carry that one with him, but it is now Billy Fuster on the ball out wide. Sizing up Lawson Darth. Tries to get it in on his left foot. Hawkins with the clearance. Out for an Alfreton throw. Adam Lund with a chance to get it into the area. Should we just not say anything this time?
What are you on about? Oh, substitute. Salmon.
There we go. Lewis Salmon, an early second half substitution for Alfreton, will be introduced in place of Billy Whitehouse.
Billy Whitehouse, yeah.
Who I don't think has... Yeah, he has realised now. Billy Whitehouse withdrawn for Lewis Salmon, the match winner against Kidderminster. Obviously went down as an own goal, but without his play, he did the work exactly.
Latched onto a loose ball. Great little outside the boot cross. A bit like João Cancelo. It's outside the foot cross.
Clipping it in.
Yeah, he was good. He was good against Spalding as well.
Lewis Salmon enters the fray early on in this second half. Assumes position inside the area.
He's got to go stand on the goalkeeper. It's hello, Mr. Goalkeeper.
Adam Land with the throw into the area. Moyo got something on it. And the keeper has fumbled that one, trying to keep it in play, and it will be an Alfreton corner. Another chance to keep the pressure on. What was that?
So it's just because I've knocked my phone going to look at the scores. And Arsenal 1-1.
Billy Fuster set to take
Saka assist, get in.
Take this corner on the right hand side. Box loaded with the usual suspects. Fuster takes, headed away at the near post. Hereford further the clearance. Alfreton block the counter attack though. Try and hook it back around the corner. Goalkeeper gratefully claims that one though, and he will go long.
West Ham 3-1 up now as well.
Straight through to George Willis though. Again, the distribution remaining at its lowest standard today.
Like it says, I seen someone put on a, because this is because Kudus has scored. I seen someone put on a Twitter the other day as if Ten Hag signed half the Eredivisie and he's not signed Gravenberch or Kudu or Timber. That was it.
That's just typical of Man United at the moment though, isn't it? Liam won't be happy. Sorry, Liam.
Sorry, Liam.
Sorry. There will be another change. Hereford themselves also making an early swap in this second half, and it'll be Ty Deacon introduced in place of the number 10, Andy Williams, who almost went through on goal after that lovely sort of turn. Probably the best chance we've seen in this second half so far.
I'm thinking here, Teixeira must be injured because Hereford are crying for someone to control this game, and that's exactly what he did against us last season. And the midfield's no different. It's exactly the same midfield three.
Great name as well.
Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
Claxton heading that one away. Cantrell trying to get something else on it, but Cisse now up against Claxton. He's forced backwards towards Lawson Darth. Goes to Preston.
Great block.
Moyo getting the pressure on to block the clearance, but Hereford maintain the ball. Adam Lund brings down his man, and it will be a free kick to the visitors in a dangerous position to get a cross in. Probably going to be Rooney to take, I'd imagine. Yeah, he's striding over to it. So is Robinson, though. They're going to swap. The number 27, Robinson, has taken the majority of their set pieces in this game so far, to be fair. He's moved the ball forward a little bit whilst the referee's having a chat with Adam Lund.
He's got an incredible bald head.
Claxton doing his best to grass him up. The referee will make him move back.
Well done, Clacky. That's
well
why
done.
you're third in the boot chart. I'm going to make a graphic when I get home. Alfreton boot chart. Who's got the best boots? We've got Waldock and Fuster, joint top. Willis second because it matches his kit. Clacky third because I like the all black.
Robinson, referee blows his whistle. Free kick is taken in towards Preston, but it's away, and referee offside is awarded. Alfreton awarded a free kick.
Yeah, it's great work from the assistant referee Barney on the far side. See that? A bit of a
nice.
First time we've done that. Bringing it up, we're bringing you the officials' names. You're panicking there? No. I was just standing still.
Willis set to take the long goal kick. Got Cantrell sort of more advanced here, assumedly for the second ball. If it does drop, it's towards Moyo. Gets his head on it. It's a great flick. Lewis Salmon tries to knock it back for Billy Fewster.
He's tired.
Robinson comes away with it. Lays it off back to Lawson Darth. Rose on the right. Robinson trying to clip it down the line. And it will be out for an Alfreton throw. I don't know if that's hit Rose in the process, but he was not happy with that passage of play, surrendering possession. Adam Lund waits for the ball patiently. Do you reckon we might see, I was going to say, you mentioned Fewster looking tired just then as he went to jog back. Potential opportunity for Jed Abbey to be introduced?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you say?
Yeah, most likely. You know, we've seen Jake Day had a cameo on the wing once, and I don't think Billy Heath was a big fan of it. He just played up front the whole time. Fewster goes down, appeals for a free kick. So obviously, unless they move Moyo out on that wing, it's most likely going to be Jed if he decides to bring off Billy. But it was just kind of the ball fell, and you know, first half you'd see him absolutely setting off to try and keep that and to try and win it back, and he obviously didn't there, showed some tired legs.
I was going to say, I think we saw in the first half his defensive work, right? I mean, the block from that cross in this corner stands out in particular.
Yeah.
We saw his work rate in the first half, possibly coming at the expense of some fatigue setting in now.
Yeah, he's up and down all the game. I mean, we think of him getting back, but then when the ball falls to him, he drives us up the pitch. So
yeah,
it's almost impossible for a player to do that 90 minutes. He covers a lot of ground, being a wide player especially. You know, you think of midfielders covering ground, but Billy Fewster covers a lot of ground out on the wing.
Adam Lund launches his throw into the box. Hereford get the first head to it. Rooney's got time to think about where he places his clearance. Goes all the way through to George Willis though. Got Claxton on the right hand side in space if he wants the short option. Newell on the left as well. He's going to bring it forward himself though. Give himself a slightly better angle. Moyo flicks it on. Cisse bringing it down though. Claxton with the challenge. Salmon wins the throw.
I wouldn't mind a little 0-0 draw, because I know a lot of Hereford fans aren't a fan of the way we play, and I think a 0-0 draw would light a little fire, and there'd be some complaints online. I'd like that.
Always nice when it sparks a little bit of controversy. Adam Lund moving the advertisement board out of the way to give himself...
Is that young lad down there to give him his scar?
A slightly longer run up for this throw. And there it is, launched into the box flat, into the 6-yard box, but headed away out for a corner.
I'd rather have a corner than a throw-in.
Don't do it again. We can't speak on the preference.
This ball it might go in our own goal.
It gets worse every time. Every time we mention it adds to the curse.
Slip, and he might just chip Willis in his matching boots. Do you reckon he's just always matching? Maybe.
Fewster in towards Moyo, gets his head to it first. Out for a goal kick though, couldn't keep it down.
Yeah, Jed Abbey getting ready. I think we will see the
as we suspected.
I think it must be Fewster, unless it's Waldock. We saw him come on for Waldock at Kidderminster at half time, and that was a positive change. That was probably the right change.
Cisse gets the better of Claxton and looks to lay it across the face of goal for Rose, but Max Hunt recovers to get it clear. Cisse still has it though, clips it into the box, headed away by Wiley. Another little scare for Alfreton there. I think it was a combination of Claxton and Salmon going in to try and dispossess Cisse, but he evaded the pair of them, got away and put the ball through towards Rose, but it was slightly overhit. Fewster with what could be his final play in the game as he comes down the left hand side, tries to get a cross in on his left. Ball still in play though, and that's a bad challenge from Robinson, but Fewster keeps the ball. Goes out wide to Claxton, who's got time and space to think about where he places his cross. In it goes. The keeper thought about coming for it, but it's out for a goal kick. And there we go. Jed Abbey coming towards the halfway line now. The change is going to be made. Is it going to be Waldock or Fewster or someone else?
Waldock.
It is Waldock.
See that little just kind of could be,
Could be,
on,
and it was.
rather than us putting all of our eggs in the Billy basket.
There we go. Liam Waldock off for Jed Abbey, who had an excellent start to the season, was scoring for fun. I think it was 4 in 5 or 5 in 4 in the first month or so. Jed Abbey now introduced.
Leicester have conceded. It's been disallowed.
Oh, wow.
That's ruined my day.
Hereford get play restarted with a goal kick. I think it shows that Alfreton do want to go for the win here. They're not just immediately settling for the point. 2 attackers being subbed on in place of the players that have come off. And I think Abbey, a man that scored goals this season, Lewis Salmon, the difference maker last time out.
Yeah, Jared was kind of a nomination we put forward ourselves for Player of the Month. Obviously not winning it, but he was in fantastic form. Grabbing a lot of goals early on in the season.
He was.
Helping us climb to...
A couple late goals as well.
Yeah, helping us climb to where we are today, to 5th in the table.
I think it was Leamington away, I want to say. He got a late equaliser and then the late free kick.
The late free kick, yeah.
Against Farsley Celtic, I think.
Just open over and hit in the bottom corner, wasn't it? And
yeah.
He's offside there.
But hopefully, I mean, another late goal today from Jed Abbey. I would be here for that.
Wouldn't go on this. Martinelli gets another one for Arsenal. That's 2-1 now.
Should we go for the National League North?
That's turned around at the Emirates. There's a check in progress though. VAR. It'd be a Saka assist again though, so let's...
Fingers crossed.
Let's not do that, guys. I nearly took him out for Palmer because that was like the easy thing to do, but I decided to make 5 whole transfers instead.
Yeah, I was in the same boat. I saw him score 4 and I just thought I need to get him in. If that meant worsening a few players, whatever. Yeah, Hereford with the throw of their own on the right-hand side now. Robinson is going to leave it for Rooney. He's tried to kick it off the wall and flick it up for himself. He's got Hudson as the short option, but he goes long into the area. Headed up in the air by Wiley and eventually away. Flicked back into a dangerous area though by Hereford, and Rose is in and he scored, but the flag is up. Hereford think they've taken the lead, but the linesman was quick to raise his flag for offside. Akeem Rose latching onto the end of it after Preston flicked it on, just getting it into the mixer, into a dangerous area. Rose is booked for his protests.
Yeah, he's just chased the referee 15 yards and to protest. I mean, I just want to...
It looked tight.
Point out there was a Hereford fan there who was throwing a full bottle of water in the air with no lid on after it's gone in, and it went so high. It was like up in that tree line, and I was like, wow, what a throw. And then it landed on the roof, so luckily no one got hurt.
Well, there we go. A lucky escape for Alfreton, spared by the linesman's flag.
Cheers, Barney. It's just A. Barney. I'm going to call him Adam.
Yeah. Oh, Dwayne Wiley with that clearance couldn't have gone into a worse area. Rose picks it up and Wiley slips. It's not a good few 5 seconds for Dwayne Wiley. Hereford in again with the Rose shooting, blocked immediately. They are keeping the pressure on though. They have the momentum. Nathan Newell getting it long though, just trying to break that up a little bit. Hereford, I think it's fair to say, have had the better chances this afternoon.
Definitely, yeah, especially in the second half. We talk about maybe did they show a crack early on. We didn't take advantage of it, and they've not really shown anything else, to be fair to them.
No, they've looked pretty sure defensively. And they've given Alfreton a few worries, a few scares now in terms of conceding. Fans are in good voice. Alfreton need to do something to break this momentum up. Cantrell uses his body well and tries to smack it up towards Lewis Salmon. He's getting in front of his man Cisse. It's kind of bobbled between the pair of them. Claxton eventually sends it long towards Moyo. He's got Abbey in support if he can get there. It's going to fall to him on the left-hand side of the box. Yeah. He's got Fuster behind him now.
Did well just to make his presence known there, Moyo.
Abbey now with the ball in the box. Tries to get across and blocked out for a corner. Alfreton now with a chance to swing the momentum their way. Fuster heading over to take it. Game's livened up a bit.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Just taking another quick look at what's going on. Scunthorpe are leading at Oxford now. Rushall are 2 up. Leamington Scarborough 1-1. Charlie have taken the lead at Warrington.
Fuster with the corner in towards Wiley. It's flicked on into the back post area, but Rooney gets it away. Hunt, the man it's going to fall to on the right, tries to clip it back in there. It's a good ball.
Great delivery.
Fuster on the edge now. Lays it off at Adam Lund, who puts it across the face of goal, but cleared away by Hereford.
Yeah, he's just put it into an area with no red bodies at all.
Yeah, unfortunately. Claxton now with it back. Willis coming out of his box to be an option, and he is utilised. It's sent long. Moyo gets his head to it. Abbey trying to bring it down. Wiley keeping it alive. Abbey goes out wide to Hunt, who's in an advanced area. Clips it up towards the back post. Oh. Headed away by Robinson. It's some great defending. And the referee's given a free kick.
Wow.
To Hereford.
I didn't see what happened.
No. That's going to fly away.
I'm going to say your boys are still 1-0 up, and Tamworth are 2-1 up with Ken Diggy, formerly of Alfreton last season, keeping his place in the starting 11.
Yeah, I was going to say he's broken into the team now, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm really... No, I wish. Really pleased for Ken. He was obviously a good player last season. He had his moments where he'd be absolutely unstoppable, and then sometimes he'd have a day where I would think he looks miles off it. But on his day, probably our best defender last season, and got a deserved move to the league above, and finally breaking into the team. So I'm really glad for Ken.
Yeah, he was a great player. Gave us some special memories.
Yeah, some of his goals. Blythe takes me back. At the time as well, Blythe sitting in the playoffs when he ran through their whole team and bent one in on his left foot in at the bottom corner.
The one against Worthing, I remember it quite vividly, the header to make it 2-0 in the first round of the FA Cup.
Yeah, loved a goal, didn't he? Even Darlow, I remember him kind of winning a penalty.
Hereford coming forward, trying to shot from the edge of the area. It's not a bad shot.
Yeah, no, definitely.
From the number 4, Tate Campbell, but over the bar.
Something to think about there, but we're coming on to the kind of final 15 minutes, so I'm sure we'll get a couple of people who have got bets on who we need us to score in over the next 10 minutes. Put in score.
Score, please.
Like them seagulls, aren't they, from Finding Nemo? Score.
We don't know if it's a genuine question or an imperative. If they're asking us to score.
Yeah, sometimes they don't put a
you can't tell.
Question mark. It is a exclamative sentence.
An instruction as opposed to a question. Willis takes the goal kick long up towards Moyo. Hereford get the first head to it, but Wiley picks it up at the back. Looks to go down the line towards Fuster, who gets something on it. That's quite good pressure from him. Moyo gives it back to Fuster. Tries to get past Robinson, gets the cross into the area, and it's evaded the bodies. Jed. You just want somebody arriving late into the area, right in that position. But unfortunately, Hereford clear their lines. Willis sends it back their way, but that's going to run all the way out for a throw. Alfreton, though, I think it's safe to say, have broken that momentum that Hereford had for about 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah. That disallowed goal, a couple chances from the throws. Alfreton now look the side on top.
And if we're being totally fair, it was probably 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was great from Billy Fuster attacking the byline, ball across, really dangerous area, edge of the 6-yard box. Jed Abbey just kind of peaked too early and was attacking the goal, and it just kind of rolled behind him, and there was no one kind of following in.
I was going to say, it's one of those, if the ball comes at him sort of 3 yards ahead of where it actually went, then he's in the perfect position and he gets praised, but unfortunately, in that instance, it's gone behind him.
Yeah, but so we all know it's always better to hold your run because you can come on to these things. You can't go back really.
No, not as easily anyway.
Well, you can go back, but you can't turn the ball towards goal. You don't want to be holding the ball up on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Not really, no. However, Alfreton do have themselves a throw with Adam Lund heading over to take it, and there's always a chance when that's the case. Adam Lund not hesitating to move the ad board, give himself an extra yard as Max Hunt and Dwayne Wiley head into the area. Fullback staying back for Alfreton. Throw heads into the box, but it's claimed by the goalkeeper. It was looping.
Yeah, not enough pressure on him there.
Didn't have much to think about.
Chris says hopefully we grab a late goal. I hope so. I really do hope so.
We hope so, Chris.
I'd love a 3 points again, is it? Make us 20 unbeaten at home.
Correct, yeah.
11 unbeaten overall.
Adam Lund getting it clear.
Can it be 20 unbeaten? Surely that's not right if we got beat by Boston there.
Maybe he might be included in pre-season, I'm not sure.
Well, we lost every game in pre-season.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
It must be in the league, in 90 minutes.
Possibly.
In 90 minutes or in the league.
We'll have to fact check with Liam.
20 games is in the league.
In the league over 90 minutes.
There we go. Still a pretty impressive record, but it's one of those when it's broken up by the sort of playoff defeat, it doesn't feel like that many consecutive for the players. Hereford getting the throw into the box, Hunt heading it away, Newell furthering the clearance, and Abbey gives chase, and he gets there first, and it's a late challenge, but he does get something on the ball.
Straight up, by the way.
I was going to say,
I'd be rolling for a free kick, a yellow card.
Jed Abbey with some great work to win the throw on this far side, sprinting for it. The fresh legs probably helping there.
Yeah, if his shorts weren't so tight, he might have had a bit more room to get there.
Claxton taking the throw here, looking to go down the line towards Moyo. Cisse gets onto it though. Yeah. Adam Lund concedes the foul, pulling down Cisse. Rooney takes it quickly towards Rose. Stayed in. Rose trying to play it across the face of goal, but Claxton there to clear it away and chip it down the line. Preston heads it back. Good bit of skill from Rose, but he does foul Adam Lund in the process.
Cynical, send him off. It was never a free kick.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Cantrell down, that's not what you want to see.
Max Hunt not happy with the linesman's call to not play that, give that as out of play.
I don't think it was out of play, to be fair.
I couldn't see.
I like to say, when you're playing football, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. You've got to give everything. You've got to shout for everything. You've got to appeal for everything. Give the referee a hard time. Even though it's somewhat frowned upon, you've got to make him earn his money.
Very true.
Give him some.
And as he was keen to point out, he was 50 yards away from the play, so that's a classic. Willis goes long with the free kick. Cleared away by Hereford though. Dwayne Wiley in no rush to knock it back.
Doing a little granny's run.
Willis coming over to this right hand side again to hit the diagonal ball over towards Fuster. Chests it down for Lund, goes inside to Moyo, that's nice. Goes down under the challenge.
Ball won though, he does
from Hawkins, but eventually challenged by Abbey, but still in possession.
He does well, he does really well, Deacon.
And he's still going, Deacon. Wiley intervening. Hudson now looking to go wide for Cisse, but it's overhit. Willis just about didn't run through to him, and Cisse left one in on him.
That's a booking.
Another one of those textbook yellow cards. Willis has got there first.
Yeah, I mean, he's entitled to challenge the goalkeeper. He's outside of his box. It's if he gets it past him, he's obviously creating a huge chance for his team. But
Willis staying down, and Ollie is called on.
I like the referee. He kind of goes over to the player. Do you need treatment? Do we need to bring the physios on before he goes and books the player?
Yeah.
It's the player safety first, then the booking.
Yeah, I think the referee's had a good game today, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he missed a handball, but that's about it, really.
Yes, by the by. And I think he will be dishing out a booking to Yusufu Cisse. Hereford's number 20, the former Red.
It's giving him a heavy talking to, if not.
No, I think he might have gotten away with it.
I mean,
there is a change, sorry, in the midst of that. Jake Day introduced for David Moyo.
Come on, Jake.
Hopefully the man to make that difference for often. On he comes.
Yeah, come
obviously
up with
fantastic last season.
Yeah, came
towards the end,
big
especially
big goals as well. I think Darlington away was one that stands out for me. 1-0 up, a wrongful red card, which obviously got rescinded, and all of a sudden we're under mounts of pressure with 10 men, and he just breaks away and rockets one low and into the corner, and that secured those 3 points, as well as Willis played brilliantly that day as well. I remember the header, he scored a beautiful header against someone midweek, and I can't remember who it was.
Kings Lynn, I think.
Kings Lynn, thank you.
It was a 1-0.
It was a beautiful header late on. Was it late on? It was the equaliser.
10 to go, I think. Fairly late.
Late on. I think he'd come off the bench. He scored a beautiful header. So he's a big unit. He's going to pin his man. He's going to bully them. Give them something different to think about. Get underneath that ball, and hopefully someone can grab us a winner.
Referee is now deciding that he's got a problem with Adam Lund moving the advertisement board.
What are you on about, referee?
From the throw. But Adam Lund...
Watford have equalised.
Oh dear. Adam Lund takes the throw into the box, headed away by Cisse. Fuster picks it up, though. It's a heavy touch. Abbey rescues it for him. Back to Adam Lund. Crosses low.
Yeah, it's mishit.
Jake Day doing his best to get something on that, but Hereford look to break away. Newell not having any of it. Clips it back into the area. Keeper punches. Free kick given to Hereford, which is a little bit soft. I think the keeper got there pretty uncontested. Lewis Salmon didn't really give him much to think about, but nonetheless, free kick awarded.
Yeah, but according to live score in the 87th minute. Everyone else has like 10 minutes to go.
Well, we only had 2 minutes of added time.
Watford have scored again. Are you joking me?
Yeah, I think we only had 2 minutes of added time in the first half, so I wouldn't be surprised if we finished before a few others today. Lewis Salmon and Jake Day not on the same wavelength there. Ball rolls out for a Hereford throw.
West Ham 4-1. Doku gets one for City.
Can Erling pull his finger out, please? Lewis Hudson sends it down the line. Headed away. Cantrell gets onto that one. Bit of ping pong in the centre of the park. Jake Day penalised for a meaty challenge on Preston.
Yeah, I think his elbow was a bit high.
Yeah, as he's jumped up. It's one of them where he's jumped up. He's jumped up beforehand, and he's caught him.
2-1.
Oh dear. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have an obligatory check of our score and see if I can just dampen the spirits even more. No, we're still winning.
Oh, good for you, mate. Really happy for you.
There's still time, mate. Hereford with a deep free kick into the area, runs all the way through. Max Hunt making sure that Robinson can get nowhere near that one.
Hereford still in high spirits.
They are still in full voice. Credit to them.
Where did they get the energy? I'm tired now.
There we go. Willis set to take his goal kick over to the right-hand side. Jake Day ready and waiting. He's gone to the left, actually. Fuster.
Oh, the referee's just handing him out now. You've got to be able to use your body in some way,
yeah,
right?
I was going to say, that's one of those where the ball's gone anyway. Just let it go. Hereford free kick. Just inside their own half. Robinson to take. Assumedly going to aim it over to the left-hand side. He's got Preston the centre half. Ready and waiting. It is over to that left. towards Preston, who leaps, but Wiley gets his head to it. Cisse puts it back into the area. Cantrell bringing it down though. Out to Fuster. Gets past Robinson. Great play from Billy Fuster. He's got Jed Abbey in support on his left. As he comes inside, he evades the challenge of Cisse. Still going, Billy Fuster. Oh, he's just lost out. Tate Campbell winning it back for Hereford. And he's staying down on the ground. He is absolutely spent. Cisse going out wide to Rooney, who has space now on the left. The game is opening up in these final few minutes. Rooney clips it into the area, flicked on by Rose. Out for an Alfreton goal kick. The Reds can breathe. Billy Fuster with some great running on that left-hand side. I mean, that's just so unlucky. He's beaten 2 men in the process. But unfortunately for him and for Alfreton, nothing came of his run. Robinson now down with cramp inside the Alfreton D.
Saka gets a third for Arsenal.
Get in.
Fulham grab another one, Rodrigo Muniz.
So we have a look at the National League North just before we, as they probably enter the sort of final 10
Kingsland have taken
minutes.
the lead against Darlington. Other than that, I don't think... Oh, Kidderminster have equalised against Spennymoor. They're the only 2 goals we've got in the second half.
Spennymoor, potential eventual opponents for Alfreton should they beat Biggleswade this Tuesday.
At home.
At home. Always fancy us at home. And I think FA Cup, huge competition. Massive chance to go on another little run into the later rounds. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Spennymoor last season, I want to say drew 1-1 in the league near the end. Glenn Taylor, free scoring for them, great player. And I think Jake Day got the one for Alfreton that day as well. I want to say that's the one where he kind of nicked it on the line. But I might be mixing that up with another game towards the end of that season though. But yeah, Spennymoor, a strong team. And hopefully we'll get to play them after getting past Biggleswade on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. Robinson is going to be coming off the pitch for Hereford though. Doesn't look like he'll be substituted off though. I think he'll just have to be waved back on by the referee. Alfreton now ramping up the noise behind the goal. Willis goes long. Jake Day gets his head to it. It's a great flick. Fuster chops on it. Dispossessed by Deacon though. Darth going out wide to Rose, who can't get it under control. Wiley giving him something to think about. Deacon flicks it on. Robinson is there, but Newell uses his body well. Hereford want a penalty for that. The referee rightly ignores the claims. Just got his body in front of him. Jake Day could make something happen here. He goes back to Billy Fuster. He's out on the left-hand side on his own. He's got Abbey in support now. Goes back to Adam Lund. Now Jed Abbey turns.
Ref.
Great turn and wins a free kick. Adam Rooney bringing him down. It's a professional foul, I think. He knew that he was away. If he didn't make that challenge, he's given a yellow card by the referee. And a chance for Alfreton to get the ball into the box in the late stages here. Billy Fuster over the free kick. He's given his all today, Billy Fuster. Can he conjure up a moment of magic from the set piece? Alfreton not leaving many men back from this. Fuster clips it in on his right foot. It's towards Max Hunt at the back post. The keeper's not got there. It's dropped back to Max Hunt, who's tried to get it into the box. Jake Day can't quite get it down. Hereford clear their lines. Rose goes down under the challenge of Newell.
It's too much hands from Newell there. You can't grab someone like that. You just use your body. The ball's going over your head. He didn't have to do all of that.
I was going to say,
wrapped his arms around, got himself booked, and now Hereford have a chance to put the ball into our area.
We saw a great example of Nathan Newell using his body well in the box as Robinson was chasing that loose ball. He got in front of him. Robinson went to ground under the challenge, but a completely legal use of his body. But then there, to the other side of the spectrum. He's got both his arms around his man. Akeem Rose always going to go down there, and he wins his side a free kick. Robinson with a chance to clip it forward for Hereford. Dwayne Miley heads it away. Still in the danger area though for Alfreton. Cisse coming inside. Howkins goes back to Preston. Rooney now out wide. Crosses it into the box from the left. Willis, great goalkeeping to come out and claim it. Alfreton want to get away on the counter, but it's
no one forward.
Going to say nobody left forward as they were all back to defend that set piece. Willis rolls it out now for himself. Goes long. Abbey is going to chase, but it's probably going to get through to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper with a sarcastic little drop down after claiming that one. He goes long himself. He's going to run all the way through to George Willis. A little 1-2 between the goalkeepers.
Please go down, Willis.
Willis goes long himself up towards Jake Day. Preston can't win the header. Although Hereford do maintain possession. Rose turning on it inside. Goes to Lawson Darth. 1-2. Rose still. Prods it through to Deacon. Willis comes out and he claims the ball. It's a great bit of goalkeeping from George Willis. Didn't initially claim it completely, but
give it a Newell. Go on then.
Did enough to prevent the shot from coming in and then scramble onto it. And there is the full-time whistle. Alfreton Town 0, Hereford 0. We didn't see added time go up.
You've got somewhere to go, ref.
So apologies for that, but there we go. The full-time score 0-0. Alfreton Town keep their unbeaten streak. A frustrating one. There were a few chances for Alfreton, but I think on the balance of it, Hereford probably going to be the more aggrieved to not have come away with 3 points today.
Yeah, not much to say on that game, really, is there?
No, a few chances here and there. Hereford obviously with a disallowed goal. Akeem Rose thought he'd found what would have been the eventual winner, but the linesman's flag,
other than that,
spared
no
Alfreton.
chances really, is there? But we move on and we play Biggleswade here at the Impact Arena on Tuesday evening. We'll definitely be in the hats for the nighttime game because it will be cold.
It will be chilly.
But yeah, we look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday evening for the Biggleswade FA Cup fixture. And once again, thank you everyone for tuning in to today's stream here against Hereford. Unfortunately, no goals today, but there should be some on Tuesday night. Fingers crossed. Yep. So once again, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next time out. Stream ended.
That's annoying, isn't it?